Today I'm going to show you how to extract data from a table in Excel. Everything I show you today is something I've seen people spend minutes or hours doing when they could have Excel do it in a matter of seconds. The first thing I'm going to do is show you several different formulas that Excel has that will allow you to count different types of things within Excel. After that, I'm going to walk you through several formulas that will help you gather statistically relevant information so that you can spend your time thinking about the data and making decisions instead of doing the number crunching. We'll go ahead and start with the count functions. There are several different types of counting functions in Excel, and that's because they cover different things. The first formula we'll go through is the count A formula. So I like to remember that this is the formula that counts all or anything within a given range of cells. Whether it's numbers, free text, symbols, whatever. As long as that cell's not empty, count A will count it for you. So we'll type in count A, press tab, and the range we want to do is names. We press enter. We see that we have 15 named people in this column. The second formula we're going to do is count. This is for numbers only. It won't work for text or symbols. So, count. And I'm going to use a name that I created for the rest of this video instead of going through and highlighting every number every time. It saves a few seconds every time, so I like that. I'll show you how to do that in a different video. I typed in PT, and that highlights the name that I created. I close parens. I know that I have 15 things in that column. But let's say I moved this cell over. If I had used count on this column, it wouldn't have worked because there were no numbers in this column. So that's cool. Those are two different formulas you can use for that. Count if is going to help you count things if they meet a specific criteria. And I'll show you a couple ways to do that just so we get the hang of it. It's a really useful formula. Count if tab my range. For this, I'm going to see what PT tests are 90 or above. So I put in my range, then I wrap my argument in text to set my criteria. So I want that to be greater than or equal to 90. I'm going to close my text, close my parentheses, and press enter. Excel went through and found every single cell in this column that has a number greater than or equal to 90 in it, instead of us having to go through and do that by hand. I'll do it again for numbers less than 85 just so we get another chance to do the formula. So count if down here, select that, select our range, which in this case is PT. You can also go through and highlight the cells. Criteria, I want to wrap that in text, mark. I wrap it in quotes marks, less than symbol, 85. Close my text, close my parentheses, press enter. I have 4 of those. Count if works for numbers and text. So let's say we want to know how many baby Yodas we have. We can also do text. Tab range is going to be this column this time. Select that, comma. Text contains baby Yoda. Close the quotes, close the parentheses. And I find that I have 1 baby Yoda, which is all I really need. So that's how you can use Excel to count different types of things. This works with if you have money, PT scores like we're using today, work hours, training timelines, whatever. If you have numbers, these formulas will work for it. The next few formulas are going to help you gather statistical data. You'll see that I created some percentages earlier, and I did that by taking the number of my count if criteria, dividing that by the total number of items that I was testing against. So I found that I had 60% of my people above a 90 on their PT test, 27% under an 85. That's useful data, and there's some other things I want to know too. The min and max functions will find the lowest and highest numbers of a given data set so that you don't have to go through and find that by hand. We'll do min first. Press equals, type in min. You'll see the description is that it returns the smallest number in a set of values. It's going to ignore logical values and text, so you use this for numbers only. Open our parentheses to start the formula. Type in PT. It's going to find the lowest number out of those 15 different numbers for us. We find that 77 is our lowest, just like that. Max does the same thing, except it's for the highest number. So we'll type in our name, PT, close parentheses. Highest is 99. Median is basically going to show you your 50% mark. So half of your people will be above this number, half of your people will be below this number. And basically the description says that. It's going to return the median, or the number in the middle of the set of given numbers. In this case, that set of given numbers is going to be our PT tests. So our 50% of our people are above a 92, 50% are at or below a 92. And normally in statistics, we call our average the mean. Excel's formula for that is average, which makes it a little bit more intuitive. So you just type in average, close parentheses, and your average score is an 89.8. Like I said, I've seen people scroll through tables, spending minutes or hours finding this stuff, and then hand jamming it into a calculator to get the information they want. That took us all of a few minutes, and Excel did it in such a way that there's virtually no room for error on it, so you save yourself a lot of time and energy. Getting the hang of these formulas will free up lots of time for you to focus on other things, and also help you spend your bandwidth where it's most important, figuring out why your numbers are important and what you need to do about them.